And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. So it's down to business here. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Nedved. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Kostic. And he's whipped it across. And he can clear it away. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Kostic. He could be in here. There's the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. That's not going far. Shot a goal! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous. Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Now it's Hullet. Nedved. Now the finish! And again! He's trying his best. And again! That's going to go a long way.
Milan have created a real intensity from the start, and there's no sign of any let-up.
And here's Thuram. Oh, good spread. Stood up well to him there. Inter Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And he's in on goal. Thuram gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Roberto Baggio. Played out towards the right wing. He's in plenty of space here. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Has another go! He's scored! And he is away! The launch of a brand new hero. That was easy, almost too easy.
It's a simple game. A striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be...
Oh, there's the hit! Oh, it's there! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Milan get themselves back into contention.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Nedved.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's got the beating of his man. Now it's Hullet. And that is expertly dealt with. Approaching the half-hour mark. Nedved. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Nuno Tavares. Great ball if he can get there. Milan applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Thuram calmly anticipates. Thuram, and it's Hullet. Real chance! It's in! AC Milan are all square. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
We have ourselves a real game here.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
That is a brilliant interception. He can get that clear. And here's Baggio. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Thuram is onto this.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nesta. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Hullet. Hits one! Marvellous goal!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Milan take the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look...
He's had a shot! Yes, it's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it has been a pretty crazy game so far. A game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Well, it's been an enthralling game so far, this meeting of regular rivals. High intensity, high in passion. Tough game for the officials to this point, but that is unlikely to change.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Inter Milan kick off the second half. Inter Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a...
Thuram! Cleared away. And that was very necessary. Bergomi, gently done. Cleared without complication. Now it's Thuram. Dumfries. He's looking to set free a runner. Inter Milan claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 20, numero 13. Lasciano il campo per il numero 15, il numero 14.
So it's going to be another corner. It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. In with the challenge. Looking for the run-up. That's good vision. He's onside. Kostic. Nedved.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Rijkaard. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Kostic. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Dumfries. Inter Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
And it's Maradona. Always onto this. Picked out brilliantly. Big chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's there to belt it away. Dumfries. Oh, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment. Thuram! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Thuram deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Rafael Leao. Kostic.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect, Adam.
It's Nedved!